that did not age well. All of you guys that celebrate Christmas had a great Christmas, and hope you guys have been enjoying the Thriftmas videos that I put out so far. So as promised, as much as I just wanted to lounge around like probably the rest of the world between now and New Year's and just do pretty much nothing, I'm here delivering the 4 final videos of Thriftmas. So to kick off the second round of this series, I thought it'd be really fun to react to my 2020 thrifting trends video that I did on December 19th, 2019. I want to rewatch this video probably in like November, December, just because I was going down memory lane, probably like the rest of us were a lot this year, and I held myself back because I was like, you know what, Sarah, it'd be kind of funny to watch this video, record it, and then talk about your predictions and see if you were right, because things really took a turn in all aspects of the world, including heavily the fashion world. So I'm gonna dive into this today. We're gonna watch it together. I'm a little bit scared, but also I think it's gonna be really funny to just see like what we thought was gonna happen and what really happened. So today we're gonna be thrifting for 20 trends. You heard me correctly. 20 trends for 2020. Because let's see, what do we have here? We have mini tops, cords, tie-dye, Oxfords, dad jeans, leather pants, little silk tops, trousers, shoulder bags, puffers, sweatsuits, argyle, tattoo mesh print, suit sets, go-go Prada style boots, fuzzy bucket hats, fluff/feathers, retro crewnecks, fleece, grandma cropped cardies, long denim skirts. Sounds pretty accurate. I'm about to move into this place kind of part-time. It's a little bit of a long story, I'll explain later. But yeah, I don't really have anything going on in the closet department. These are like top of my list, you guys. Okay, now that I'm seeing this, I think that I never showed you guys these shoes, and that's probably like one of the top comments. Let me just see. But what about the blurred shoes? Okay, so I don't know why I didn't end up showing you. I think I just forgot to get a clip, and they didn't turn out to be as cute as I was hoping that they would be. But they were essentially these Doc Martens kind of Mary Jane shoes, but they didn't have a platform, so they just really made me feel like I was in elementary school, like going to a private school or something like that. So I was excited in that moment, and I stupidly included that clip just to like kind of tease you guys. And I never ended up showing the shoes just because I don't know, but there we go. That was that. I'm gonna blur them so you have to see them later. Those were the terms that I was worried about 1 year ago. Lice. Woo! I've been loving cardigans. Cardigans as tops, cardigans just over things, but I feel like the cardigan trend is gonna stay around for a while, but segue more into like granny cardigans, granny but cropped. This is true, 100%. Found this Lacoste cardigan. Where is this cardigan? Which is also very in right now, very Aritzia. So Annie and Rachel actually have Lacoste cardigans like this, and I've been feeling left out, feeling the FOMO hardcore. So Rachel actually found me this one, and I'm so excited about it. You guys will see in the next haul though that I got kind of something a little bit better for the trend that I was looking for. Let's talk about fluff and fringe. I feel like it kind of comes back. Okay. So cardigans, 100%. You guys have seen me haul a ton of like those bigger kind of crazier pattern grandma-esque Harry Styles, whatever you want to call it, cardigans this year. I definitely still like the little cardigans as a shirt thing, but I don't think they're as much of a trend anymore. They're more just kind of like a basic. If you want to wear them and layer them and do whatever you want. But the grandma, grandpa kind of oversized cardigans with patterns and just fun colors is definitely still around. Every winter-ish season, because you just want to be looking like your fluffy, thickest, best self ever. This is actually by BCBG, and I thought this would be super cute for the holidays, just throwing over like a little silky dress. I'm not gonna spend too much time here, but in Florida, I actually found 2 pairs of cords that I was very obsessed with, and I was kind of telling you guys, like I got these more for at home, but 100%. Raven Simone right here. They're actually only $6. These are actually the style of pant that I'm very into right now. It's like a straight semi-flared pants. I find it very, very flattering. Like it just makes... This was me trying to tell you guys that bootcut was gonna come back into style. I didn't know how to like enunciate it, I guess you could say, so I kept saying the semi-flare pant, but 100% we're seeing tons of like bootcut pants these days, bootcut flare, whatever you want to call them, and 100% we're seeing a lot of cords, especially in this like brown neutral tone. So very glad I picked those up early, because I don't know if I'd be able to get my hands on them now with like online thrifting. It's a little bit tricky. Actually, no, I'm lying to you guys. I found the perfect pair on ThredUp and they somehow worked out, so definitely check there. But 100% cords, I see them being big into like the new year, especially for like the winter season. Makes your legs look long for days. I've been realizing like all the Instagram accounts that I love, it's just girls wearing like little tops, those well-fitting trousers that are like kind of high-waisted, no pleats. So I found these. I believe these were $6.99. They're by the brand Bido. Where are these things? I'm starting to think that I have a bag full of all this stuff, because what happened was we actually ended up moving out of this apartment like a few weeks later after this video was filmed. And I think I just told myself I was going to style all these things, but left them in a bag and then transferred them over to this house, and then I traveled, and then we were in lockdown. So give me 1 second. I just found this bag of hidden treasures. Like, wait, this isn't, what? This is weird. Was this not teal in the video? Kind of creeped out. Little did we know that the flared leggings were also going to come into style, but I mean, with all these predictions, I guess it only seemed fitting that flare was going to be the big trend all around. I don't like these. Obviously, like little silky tops, stuff like that are going to be very in. Once again, I feel like they've been around for a little while, but I think it's going to be like even more mini and minimalistic, kind of like the RUMI top that's like $200 for a napkin of silk. So my take on the trend was to find this really cute top. It is in this really pretty orangish coral color. I feel like so this is probably the biggest, most accurate prediction. 100% silky tops and cami tops were so huge. I feel like they were like the beginners thrifting kind of outfit of the summer, as like more people got into thrifting with COVID and all that kind of stuff, and you saw them all over TikTok and all over Depop. People were literally on Depop wilding out trying to sell like Victoria's Secret tops for $100+. Like, that is not okay, but I'm glad I got my hands on a couple really cute pieces beforehand, and there's definitely still a ton out there. I find myself actually not veering towards that section as much these days, or slash when I most recently was able to go thrifting, just because I think it got a little bit overdone, but hopefully I can find ways to style these pieces into the new year, because they are super cute, just a little bit overdone at this point. Bella Hadid has been sporting a lot of this lately. If you can't find tops like that, always going into the scarf section and looking for those silky scarves to just kind of like tie up in a little knot and stuff like that. That is also a really good option. Before we get into the jackets, which I am so excited about the jackets, you guys. But I also put fluffy bucket hats on my list, because I've seen a ton of this on Instagram. Every picture that I save seems to have like a fluffy bucket hat in it. And you guys know that I was into regular bucket hats a lot in the summer, so it only seems fitting that this would be my move. 100%. I don't want to mess with it. We already know. Than it already is. This with an all-white jacket, which I'm about to show you. Puffer time! Obviously, the Aritzia Super Puff has been gracing the internet. It's everywhere. So puffers 100% still a big trend, specifically more the North Face ones. I actually found a North Face jacket. I'll put the picture up here if I can find it. I think like a month after this, so I wasn't able to include it in this video, but they're so easy to find at the thrift store or on Depop or on ThredUp. There's tons of them out there. I ended up getting a couple of the Aritzia Super Puffs just because I wanted like a clean, brand new jacket, because here in Toronto it gets a little bit cold, and I've been trying to force myself to go on those quarantine walks because it's really the only thing I can do with my day. So it was definitely worth the investment, because I ended up finding out that that longer one had a hole like in the pocket, and that smaller one, don't know where she is. Ask me. I have no idea. Category, I don't know really how to classify that. I found myself this one. It's also very much like an ode to Lizzie McGuire, and very, very excited that she's coming back. So maybe current Lizzie would. It's been canceled. 100%, these coats are huge right now. So huge. they've gone into like the Phoebe from Friends realm, and I'm obsessed with it. I recently found this one in my garage because I guess again it was just like put there for 2020, and I'm glad that I came across it again because it is such a cute coat. It's actually right here on my chair. These are really available at the thrift store as well. I'm very curious to see how much I paid for this one though. Or something like this one, it was only $20, you guys, and this $20, not bad. New. I love it. You guys would have seen that I got that Danier black one for also $20, so not much has changed. Lovely fluffiness throughout, and the zipper goes all the way up to the top. What's up, guys? I'm sick, like ill sick, like sick, you know, just in case that wasn't clear already. Look at me having a time at the thrift store. So this day was actually a solo thrift mission. Apologies for the gotten used to that you just witnessed. This is that cardigan that I feel like ticks the boxes of like your classic but modern, brought into 2020 grandma chic cardigan. We have tie-dye, which I've told you guys before is like, we're gonna pause it right there because obviously tie-dye was probably one of the most overdone trends of 2020 because it was like one of the only things that we could get our hands on, as it was like such an easy DIY quarantine little project. And I think I've seen enough of tie-dye for like a little while. I still like it and I think it can be done kind of tastefully, but I am definitely not going to call it as a trend for 2021 because been there, done that. Such an easy trend to thrift, especially when you're in Florida and stuff like that. Mini tops. I have another one that I'm going to show you guys at. Is that just me saying crop tops? Video. So for this segment, I actually pulled or baby tees room and tried on some of the outfits with them. Ironically, I feel like we actually have kind of veered away a little bit from crop tops as we're seeing lower rise pants come back into style. I think that having that longer silhouette in some of the tops, and just honestly some tops are meant to be longer and they look better that way. I think it's coming back, so I'm kind of glad I didn't crop every single thing in my wardrobe. Levi's has already hopped on the dad jean trend versus the mom jean trend, and honestly, I think the major difference here is that the leg is gonna be a little bit baggier, especially near the bottom, and the waist is... So I don't think I hit the trend completely here with this pair of pants because I think they were just like mom jeans that were too big for me, but 100% that like dad jean, I guess we could call it like the skater jean trend, was super big this year, just like tighter on the waist as I was saying, and then baggy throughout the leg, but like still kind of flattering along like the butt. But the following jeans that I picked up, I don't really like them anymore. Both these jeans I don't really like anymore, honestly. They just like didn't really, I don't think I knew exactly what I was looking for because it wasn't really out there yet, but I've definitely picked up some better jeans this year that have replaced these in my wardrobe. Almost a little bit higher, kind of on trend again with the whole semi-flare pants. I found these jeans. I do not know the brand. The wash of these was super... Apparently these are really good vintage brands. I don't have in my denim collection. Sweatsuits are gonna be big again. I feel like we're just gonna accept comfort in 2020, which is something that I am so here for. So instead of buying... Oh really? You're here for it, Sarah. That did not age well. I obviously was spot on with this one, but I wish I wasn't. I tried to, you know, tie in the whole like more put together athleisure comfy cozy sweatsuit trend here, and you know, little did we know we would all be rushing to the internet to purchase sweatsuits, even those who never thought they'd purchase a sweatsuit in their entire life, like my mother did it, and here we are now. And I wish that I could put on like a fancy dress more than ever in heels because I haven't done that in a hot minute, and I'm getting way too comfortable in my sweatsuits at this point. So I apologize guys for predicting the state of our fashion in 2020 so accurately here. I truly apologize. A big oversized hoodie because you guys know, if you saw that Florida video, I have way too many. That two-piece that I mentioned just a couple seconds ago is amazing. Marcian. It's kind of funny because like on the opposite scale of the spectrum, we had like suits and then sweatsuits. And obviously I think a lot of people working from home, there's been less of a need for two-piece ensembles, especially because with Zoom, you only really need to look presentable from like here up. So I think that trend kind of left the building. Leather trousers were definitely on my list. You guys know I have these ones from Aritzia, which I love to death, and these have been a hot commodity all year, especially on TikTok. Very glad I got my hands on them last year. But they are selling out super fast, and leather pants are something that have always been around. You can definitely find these at the thrift store. I think that again, it's probably something that you don't want to be spending a ton of money on because they're not the most comfortable piece of clothing. And again, where are we going? Where we need to really wear these? Just gonna look for some Oxford shoes, you know? And we found it. Can't find it in the women's section, you can always find Argyle in the kids section. Old school uniforms, my friends. I feel like anything Argyle these days would be like at least 12 at the thrift store because they know it's a trend. My favorite section. Not anymore, surprisingly. I'm really glad I didn't pick that up. Oh my god, look at all the people, guys. What a concept.
I'm having success today. I'm feeling very frantic and like I need to keep going.
One thing I will say is that I definitely got more comfortable thrifting in the women's section this year, which I'm very proud of because, you know, A, going into the men's section, you get a bunch of dirty looks by old men who don't understand the concept of unisex fashion. And B, I just feel like there is more technically there, but you just kind of got to look for it and dig for it, and it's more rewarding when you find it. High five, Becky, for this.
This is a very anxiety-inducing experience.
I feel ya. So for like little mesh tops, tattoo, this trend really popped off. I actually found this really simple one from Mex. It was $9.99, but then minus the discount, it sounded like the total grandpa trend, but when you crop them or when you find like a well-fitting one and wear it over a turtleneck or wear it over a t-shirt, it looks so cute. Just saying. Most perfect little sort of. Okay, so this one had buttons. Obviously, we're more into the ones that are like kind of just a pullover look, but damn, I did well, guys. I did well. We have Argyle, and I decided to throw this trend in here because I know it's been super big at Brandy Melville, and you guys saw this picture over on my Instagram, and I got so many questions about where that sweater is from. And guys, Argyle is so big at the thrift store. Lastly, for clothing, and then we're gonna get into two shoe trends that I want to share with you guys. I think that fleecy zip-ups, like North Face ones, Columbia ones. I would switch this more to say like quarter zips. I think we've seen a lot of quarter zips, which generally come in the men's like activewear section, but not so much with like the big logos and stuff anymore. I got real comfortable with the shoe section, guys. Shoe trends that I want to get. Wait till you see this glorious pile of thrifted boots. Like a reverse Raven Simone moment, and realized that I actually thrifted these two trends back in Buffalo, like in the summer when I was with Haley and Rachel. I never wore these shoes, nor did I ever show you guys, so let's just see those real quick. So for the Oxford chunky trend, I got these by the brand LEI for only $4.99 now I'm seeing, and they are freaking $5. These were really weird. They were like falling apart on the inside, and unfortunately I had to redonate them. That was definitely a journey. Brought me back to better times, that's for sure, but it's kind of crazy how some of those trends definitely really did shine through during this weird ass year, and some of them didn't really make it to where we thought they would because of the whole staying home situation. But that was really fun to look back on. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe because I'm actually going to be doing one for 2021 coming up in a few days as New Year's is approaching, and I'm very excited about that. Follow me on Instagram, check out my Depop too, because I think some of these pieces from this video are actually already up there. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.